You know, for the longest of time, people been putting out there that Stephen A. Smith and Molly has been kind of seeing each other, dating, all those kind of things. And they really been trying to shoot it down for as long as people been, you know, putting those things out there. I even made videos on the matter. However, Dog Russo, who is one of their co-workers on First Take, actually put them on blast during a recent episode of First Take. For a lot of people that have watched the show and see the dynamics between Stephen A. and Molly Qerim, you can kind of see they both flirt with each other. Stephen A. Smith isn't shy about that. So let's listen to this video where Dog Russo came out the blue and asked both of them, when will they say, I do?
And who said I do first between the two of you, by the way?
Oh my God.
Who said I do first?
Who said I don't?
Did you say I do first, Stevie? Who said it?
This is very nice, Stephen A. It looks really nice.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, it does. It really does. You look nice yourself.
Thank you.
As always, you know.
Thank
but I just had to step on out. No, there's nothing going on. You understand? I'm saying America been lying about that for a couple of years.
Oh, they do?
For years.
You know what's
they
the
shit for
funniest
years.
part?
They've been lying on it.
People actually believe it.
Oh, they sure do. I get asked all the time.
It's ridiculous.
How's the famous couple doing?
Well, here's the difference. But here's the upside to all of that. They know my taste.
Oh my God!
Hold on, did Stephen A. Smith just say that the fans and people that watch the show know his taste, as to imply that Molly Qerim is somebody he would actually date, he would actually see, or perhaps marry?
I get asked all the time.
It's ridiculous.
How's the famous couple doing?
Well, here's the difference. But here's the upside to all of that. They know my taste, so therefore they know there's a compliment to her, and obviously she has great taste as well. So I guess that's America's way of saying we both really look good. That's why you can do that, because they lie all the time. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. But it does mean that First Take not only is a #1 show because of our content, we look the part.
Now, I'm not sure if many of y'all caught how Stephen A. tried to deflect what Dog Russo really wanted to get them to speak on. But if you go back and really listen to what Stephen A. Smith said, he did mention that most of the fans and the people that watch the show know his taste. So they know that Molly Qerim is somebody that he would be interested in. And likewise, Stephen A. Smith even said that it's a credit to Molly because she has good taste, obviously suggesting that Stephen A. is somebody that she would be interested in. Now, I'm not sure if Stephen A. Smith really took kind to Dog Russo, putting them on blast like this, but it's quite obvious that Dog Russo, being around them in the work environment, has been seeing a lot from them that kind of suggests that they may be ready to take that next step, which is why he asked them, which one of you are ready to say I do? Now, for everybody watching this video, don't stop now. I have a receipt back from 2021 where I specifically highlighted the point where Jalen Rose probably got frustrated with Molly. And that's when all of the reports came out that he was going to divorce her. So check out this video that I posted in 2021, which is a receipt pinpointing when Jalen Rose was just fed up with both Stephen A. Smith and Molly Qerim's shenanigans. And this is probably why Dog Russo decided to put them on blast and told them, look, y'all might as well just come out and let everybody know what's going on. So let's rewind back in time. So listen, everybody. I've been hearing that Molly was trying to work on the marriage, even in the midst of them splitting and Jalen filing for the divorce. I'm hearing through other YouTubers and other media outlets, and even some people have left comments, all right, on some of my videos saying, Molly was trying to work on the marriage. If that's the case, then why would she continue her flirtatious behavior with Stephen A? And why would she allow Stephen A to flirt with her in a manner that could possibly be uncomfortable to somebody like her husband? If you're not understanding what I'm saying, let me elaborate further. Alright? Hit that subscribe and let's roll.
And last but not least, number one on the list, the number one thing I'm thankful for is this wonderful woman right here. Put it up there. First Take is a special show. They say Stephen A is First Take. Correction. It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only, Molly Q. Love you, girl. It's number one on the list.
Thank you.
Things I'm thankful for.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me just say this.
Now, when this segment took place, obviously it was around Thanksgiving, which was well before the news broke and all the reports broke out that Jalen divorced Molly. The first reports that I was getting was on December 8th. This was the actual article that I used in my first video when I found out that Jalen divorced Molly. It was a lot of times that I watched this show. I have nothing but respect for Jalen, Molly, and the work that they do on ESPN. So when I follow sports, it was only right that I went on and spoke on the matter with my channel. But this was the original article that I used. All right. So I think it's imperative that we remember, all right, that it was in January that they had first split up. All right. And this came from a source. It said a source insisted there was no drama surrounding the split, which happened back in January. It is also important to note that, remember, Jalen Rose divorced Molly or filed for the divorce in April, all right, after the couple starred in a Gatorade commercial together, all right. So I just want to recap real quick. Now, it's important to note that they split up in January. Jalen filed for a divorce in April. And during the midst of that time, I'm hearing reports about Molly was trying to work on the relationship. Now, if this is true, if Molly was trying to work on a relationship, maybe this probably could have stopped Jalen from even thinking about it or trying. Let's run it again.
And last but not least, number one on the list, the number one thing I'm thankful for is this wonderful woman right here. Put it up there. First Take is a special show. They say Stephen A is First Take. Correction. It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only, Molly Q. Love you, girl. It's number one on the list.
Thank you.
Things I'm thankful for.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me just say this.
Now remember, all right, according to the divorce documents, Rose said the marriage ended after Qerim moved to Connecticut. So when Molly moved to Connecticut, the marriage ended. All right. Now, somewhere along these lines, Molly wanted to work on the marriage. All right. Now, I don't know how true this is. I do want to believe it, but I don't know how true it is. I've heard it on other YouTube channels, and I've heard other people say it across different media outlets. But I don't know how true it is that Molly was trying to keep the marriage together and trying to work on it. But I will say this. If Molly was trying to work on it, when this video happened, when this segment took place, I'm thinking Jalen Rose said enough was enough. Let's run it back.
And last but not least, number one on the list, the number one thing I'm thankful for is this wonderful woman right here. Put it up there. First Take is a special show. They say Stephen A is First Take. Correction. It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only, Molly Q. Love you, girl. It's number one on the list.
Thank
things
you.
I'm thankful for.
Thank you,
Just want
thank you,
everybody
thank
to
you,
know.
thank you. And let me just say this.
So ironically, as soon as he put this man's wife on blast like this, because let's remember, everybody like saying, I hear a lot of YouTubers and other personalities and media outlets talking about that's still his wife. You know, the divorce now is still in process. You know, it's still technically legally his wife. All right, well Stephen A put his wife on blast. All right, for all of y'all that want to keep saying it's still his wife. All right, tell Jalen Rose that's still his wife, right? So when Stephen A got up there and talked about that man's wife, okay? Yes, it was in November. Yes, Jalen Rose filed for divorce in April. But like y'all keep running around saying, technically it's still his wife. Why did he get up there and put that man's wife on blast like that? So ironically, as soon as that segment take place in November, then all these articles and reports start dropping from December 8th and on. I have articles here from December 8th that dropped, December 9th, and moving forward, the wall just caved in. Everybody was reporting on it and speaking on the matter. Let's start with Exhibit A. Here's an article that dropped on December 8th from the New York Post, titled Jalen Rose, Molly Qerim divorcing after 3 years of marriage. I used this article in my initial video. Here's another article dropped on December 8th. Jalen Rose files for divorce from ESPN's Molly Qerim from Complex. And the wall started caving in. Here's an article from USA Today on December 9th. Right? Another one dropped. December 9th. ESPN's Jalen Rose and Molly Qerim are now split after 3 years of marriage, remaining friends. The wall started caving in. You know what I'm saying? And this all happened after Stephen A. Smith did this.
And last but not least, number one on the list, the number one thing I'm thankful for is this wonderful woman right here. Put it up there. First Take is a special show. They say Stephen A is First Take. Correction. It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. The person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only, Molly Q. Love you, girl. It's number one on the list.
Thank
Things
you.
I'm thankful for.
Thank
Just
you,
want
thank you,
everybody
thank
to
you,
know.
thank you.
Now remember, they flirt for jokes, right? This was clearly stated, all right? In one of my videos, I used the article to highlight the fact that Stephen A flirts with Molly. And he's been doing this for a long time. It says here, so while some of Smith's actions on the show seem a bit flirtatious, there is nothing to it, just something for social media to make jokes about. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, would y'all actually joke around with somebody's wife or husband in these kind of ways? I personally would feel uncomfortable doing that because I wouldn't want nobody like playing around with my mate in that way. And then in front of the masses, all right? So listen, it's not my words. These are the words they're using to clean up their mess. They're the ones that's putting it out to be reported on that it's nothing to their behavior. Remember, I made a video about their behavior because they're always on that show talking about other people's behavior. But they're using words like there's nothing to it to clean up their mess, and it's just something for social media to make jokes about. All right, now that's how y'all rolling. That's how y'all sliding with this nonsense. That's just the reason why after that Thanksgiving segment where Stephen A. Smith put Molly on blast, all the reports started coming out that Jalen Rose divorced her, and now that Mad Dog then put them on blast. And as both of them, when was they going to say they do? I think we can clearly understand why Jalen Rose made that move. Now, 3 years ago, when a lot of people were speaking on the shenanigans between Stephen A. Smith and Molly Qerim and the possibility of them seeing each other, a lot of people received criticism. People probably even criticized me for the few videos that I put out. But now that Mad Dog Russo literally came out and asked both of them when were they going to say I do on their recent ESPN First Take show. It has a lot of people questioning now the validity of a lot of YouTubers, of a lot of media personalities, of a lot of media pundits that actually put this type of information out for the masses to hear. Most of us are appearing to be accurate with the videos that we put out, with the reports we put out. And what people have to understand is Mad Dog Russo isn't just anybody. He's a colleague of Stephen A. Smith and Molly Qerim. So do you think he would just put them on blast for fun? No. Being in the workplace and being around them, he sees more than what anybody else is capable of seeing. So for him to put them on blast and actually pretty much ask them when are they going to say I do, I think that holds a lot of weight. And just like Mad Dog Russo said, a lot of people is asking him about the couple, meaning Molly Qerim and Stephen A. Smith. So I guess Mad Dog Russo said, you know what? I'm tired of people asking me when are they going to get married? When are they going to, pretty much get in front of everybody and speak on the elephant that's in the room. Many people has already been suggesting that they've been seeing each other. So at this particular point, I think Mad Dog Russo just wanted to see what they were going to say because he knows what he sees when he's working around them. And I truly don't think Mad Dog Russo was being messy when he asked both of them, when are they going to say I do? I think he was straightforward, and I think that he wanted to see how straightforward they would be with the question that he asked. Man, I hope everybody enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you share it. You notice to SmashDaLikeTV, so please smash that like button for me. And also make sure you hit the subscribe so you can join me on the next ride. Your brother Be Easy is out of here like Vladimir. Peace.